Hey everyone. So I thought since the new house is so huge that I would do a video tour of it instead of a blog tour. And you're probably looking at this horrible house and thinking, what is she talking about? Because that house is terrible. Well, I thought we'd take a little quick walk down memory lane first and see some of the other houses. This is the Mark's Legacy house. I did, it was my first scored legacy, and I finished it in October of 2014. Uh, in comparison to the Robinson Legacy, it was only 34 chapters, so it was like the same number of chapters of probably only two generations. The house barely changed from the first generation, so I thought that this would be kind of fun for everybody to see. Let's check it out. This is pretty much exactly as it was the first generation. I added the office and exercise area there. I added two more bedrooms there and the little music room, and then there's all the potions. So yeah, that was my first legacy house. Moving on to the Robinsons, this was their original house. This is the house that Cassie and Kenzie were raised in, and they lived here until their teen years, around sometime that Soren gave birth to Nova. You might notice that the kitchen is the same coloration that the kitchen was for almost every generation thus far, and the bathroom is the bathroom that we still have next to the kitchen now. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, and here's the house. In the second generation, I changed the house to this sometime before Elise and Soren died. House as it was. And let's move on to the next. And here we have the house at the beginning of the fourth generation. Some things have changed, other things haven't. They got a lot of career rewards and things like that. We got like Kelly's room with all of the criminal stuff in there. And then over here, we put in a collection building because we lost all of the collections that Elise had finished in the first generation. Mad Science Lab. Okay, let's move on to the next. At some point near the end of the fourth generation, the talking toilets bugged out and were making this horrendous noise that would not go away. Even bulldozing the lot, it would still make the noise. It was awful. So we ended up moving to the mainland in Windenburg. Not a whole lot changed in the house from that time. I did change the color scheme of it, put in a greenhouse, moved the wellness room over here. I put an entrance in the hallway to go down to the Mad Science Lab, and then the potions and things that were previously in the hallway upstairs were moved downstairs for safekeeping. And this is basically how the house looked when I stopped playing for a year and a half and then came back. And at first I was like all nostalgic, like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy it's my legacy house. And then after a while I started looking around and I'm like, gosh, this hasn't changed and that hasn't changed and everything's the same, and they've got $2 million sitting in the bank and they haven't done anything. So I started changing things, and one thing just led to another, and I ended up redoing the entire house. So without more further ado, let's see the new house. Alrighty, and here we go. We're at the actual house, the new house that I've been working on the entire 6th generation. And before I start the tour, I just wanted to mention really quick so I don't have to re-record this part over and over again. One of my medications makes me kind of stutter and forget words and get words mixed up and stuff like that, which is actually why I don't do videos normally. So please be nice. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do this tour. I'm very, very excited. I know it's dark out, so I just left the game running. Go through here and check things out. Right, so the first area that I did was this sitting area here. Whoops. I don't know, don't mind the TV that's off-centered. I just recentered them. Okay, so I did this little sitting area here, and they've still got the gaming console and TV and stuff there because, well, they're geeks. The whole family is geeks. So. And then we've got this huge table that takes up the entire area here, the dining room, and believe it or not, the families, when they come and visit, still take up more than this space here. They've got a TV here so that they can, oh, that's my dog, so that they can eat, socialize, and have fun by watching TV at the same time. The kitchen got new cupboards and things like that. The appliances are still the same ones that Soren had updated the 1st generation. Speaking of Soren, here he is. And so we just got this area, and since Xavier did the mixology and stuff, I thought that it would be fitting that she would want this big bar. I just felt like a snob and a materialistic sim would want this big fancy house, you know, they're celebrities and everything. Okay, so out here, woo! I'm gonna make somebody sick to their stomach doing that. Out here we have down so you can see it. Go down. Oh, I'm not in tab mode. I can't go down with it. Okay, so out here we have, why did that go dark? We have this deck that you can't hardly see, so let's move on and we'll go back to the deck. Here we have the new garden that is being guarded by a cow plant. 2 bee boxes. I don't know if we can say that Patchy is guarding anything or not. What's going on here? Oops, back up. The greenhouse. Okay, so over here, guarded, blocked by a bunch of plants and things, is one of the fancy new ladders that goes down into the vault. Okay, so this side goes into the money vault, and I put like Kelly's criminal paraphernalia here in front of the money vault. I keep trying to keep that locked because everybody wants to sleep in the money. Okay, so we've got the other entrance to the vault here, and this has all of our collections. I have no idea why are the lights all light. I don't know. Okay, so we've got our postcards here. We've got our plaques for all of the collections that we've finished. Got our My Sims trophies here. Here we have all of the space things. We're still waiting on one more space print. We don't have the geodes yet because nobody's actually gone to maybe Elise did, but she doesn't have, she didn't bring home anything. She did. And here we've got the microscope prints, the fossils, the crystals, the metals, those things. We've got our fish collection that we restarted since we lost all the ones that Elise did the first generation. We've got our frogs here. I'm planning to put the insects there. I'm gonna have to add another room now that we're doing the jungle so that we can get the Amiskin treasures and stuff. We've got some posters here. I don't really care too much about the posters. I don't know. Oh, it's this. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Okay, so here's Elise's Mad Science Lab, just the way that she left it all those years ago. Gosh, the ghosts just break everything. Even faults didn't. Okay, so here is, alright, so here are the potions that were required for the points for the Legacy Challenge. Originally, you had to have like 84, I think, potions of life to get all of the deviance points. Now it's just 20, so there's my 20 plus all of the other consumable aspiration rewards. And here are all the extras because I had like 60 of the potions of youth, which is why I've been just kind of like, okay, I'm allowed to use 1 potion of youth per generation, so here we go. But when anybody moves out of the house or right before they're about to die, I usually buy some potions. We've been using a lot of moodlet solvers, so there's not many here. These here are the ones that Xavier has been getting, the leber serum. So I've just been hanging those there. These are the ones from the cow plants. And here we got Essence of Soren's Life. Ick. Okay. Over here, actually I took the angry painting off here, so I need to put that back, but those are the paintings that were required for legacy points. We've got our portraits here for all of the people. And then here is where we always do the portraits. I recently added on this photography station because we're doing all the photographs of the cousins to keep track of who's who, because there's so many of them, it's confusing now. Plus I just like the way. Okay, so that's the basement vault area, so let's go back up through here. Now we can see. Hooray. So we come out here. Oh, did I even show the rocket? I didn't. Okay, so here's the rocket. And I copied one of James Turner's videos for that rocket. I linked it in the chapter that I made the rocket. I can. It's from the Green Thumb one. So yeah, there's the entrance to the rocket. I just thought it looked cool. And the excuse me, the rocket used to be on top of that collection building, but now the collections are all downstairs. It just seemed silly to have the rocket on top of it. Okay, so here now we can see light out, and here is the thing. I just love it. This deck, it goes into the building. It's so cool, I think. And we've got our piranha pond and the pool, which, you know, I didn't keep the pool. Oops, I didn't mean to go up here, but since we're up here, this is just the little deck area that leads to the 2 adult rooms, but we'll go up to the adult rooms later. Okay, so here used to be the entrance to the Mad Science Lab, but obviously it's down there with the vault. I did link the creators of the hey, got promoted. I'm not actually playing them, but okay, so I said that I linked the nursery, the creator of this nursery, but I will link it again in the video. I linked it in the chapters. I was trying. And then here is the toddler room. This I also got off the gallery. These are just here for storage because I only keep them in the kitchen when we have toddlers. Moving on, we've got our hallway. Believe it or not, this area here used to be the living room. this area. I mean, I moved this over. Oh, and here's that bathroom that I was talking about in the first house. That's the same bathroom. It's just that tub's over here because this area is bigger now. Okay. So yeah, I had moved the walls in, I think one on each side. So this used to be the living. So now we've this whole area here on the couch. And Marshmallow's just adoring the fireplace. So I put these childhood prints here. Those are like ones that Cassie did and Kenzie, and I just think it's really cool that there's some from like the first generation, you know. So those are hanging up there, and they just look neat. Oh, that's Jasper. Like, who is that? He just aged up last I played. Okay, yeah. So this is the family room. I absolutely love this room. Like, I think it might be my favorite room in the house. Got our little play area here. Oh my god, everything popping up. I don't even know why I have the game running at this point. I guess I wanted it to feel more and lived in. Okay. We've got our art area here. Oh, I took down the scout board because I was hoping that they could get badges while they're in the jungle, but they didn't anyway. But scout board goes there. Alright, so we go over here. This is Bubba. We're trying very hard to keep Bubba alive. Okay, so let's see. How about we go down? So here is the stair area, and I've got it blocked off here with a fence because this way I can lock the door so that, you know, people can't go upstairs if I want, and then I can lock the door so that people can't go downstairs if I want. So usually before I start a party, I lock both these, so nobody can go upstairs or downstairs. Stuck in this area here. Darn it. It's so hard to take pictures. Okay, so we've got our stairs going down. This is yet another room that I got off of the gallery. I changed it quite a bit, but it's still a room off the gallery, so I will link it. So here we've just got, it's just really neat, a space theme. What was happening was, especially the toddlers kept going outside to play, and it was annoying me so much. It would be like snowing in a blizzard and there they were outside. Or, you know, the kids would invite friends and they'd be all outside in the rain and miserable. So this way we have everything in the house, and the bonus is that I can lock the entrance when I don't want anybody playing. She's miserable. I'm gonna pause the game. Okay, so this is yet another room that I got on the gallery, but I changed it almost completely, but I will still link it because it was somebody else's idea, not mine. This room, this game room, rec room, is actually from my first Drifter, House 6, and I just added extra stuff onto it. I moved the wellness room here. The other mat isn't there because Xavier was using it on the back deck. Got our steam room, and I just added all that stuff there before I did. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's the basement. And I think it's really funny. Check this out. The house itself is huge, and now we've got this whole area underground as well. So it was just like the house like tripled in size, I swear. And sometimes it feels like I've got something new and I don't know where to put it. Crazy. Okay, so we go upstairs here. And actually, I just was working on this last night and trying to get everything finished so that I could do the video. We've got all of our spares with their spouses here. We've got all of our, whoa, all of our heirs with their spouses here. Just a little sitting area because there was like, I don't know, the empty spot looked weird. And then we've got kind of our spare family trees here, you know, Trey with his kids, with his grandkids, you know, great-grand, Nova, her kid, grandkid, great-grandkid. This all needs a lot of updating. It's because I've been playing so much. Everybody is just aging up, and there's just so many of them. But that's what it looks like. And I imagine at some point it's gonna keep going down the hallway. Ugh, hopefully not everybody gets married and has kids. Okay, and here's our creativity office, you know, with the inspired vibe in it. And this, gosh, I think we started that like the second generation. Same thing with the focused office. This just has a bunch of focused stuff in it. It's only got one computer because not as many need to be focused as they do to be on the computer. This bathroom and this bathroom I got off of the gallery. This bedroom I created myself. I'm quite proud. It is very gaudy and, you know, glamorous, and, you know, it's obviously Xavier and Caden's room, because I'm not sure what we'll do next generation, because I don't think either of the girls would want something like this. And that goes out to this room, or not room, deck that I mentioned. Back outside, or back in the hallway, we've got this, I actually copied this off of a room that was in my Drifter 2 House 6. I just liked the way that it looked. I might change it once somebody actually moves. Next, down the hallway, we've got the arts room. You know, it's got, everybody can paint, play piano, play guitar or violin, anything that needs a creative vibe. And then once I've updated the photos, I've been putting them there so far with the cousins. These are just random photos that I just had around the house that I stuck there. There's some more random photos here. I wasn't sure what to do. Okay, next down the hallway we have studio. This is, you know, Caden's been using to do his videos and things for his social networking and media production. And we've got like a focused thing, a playful thing, an inspired thing, because he keeps needing to be in different moods. Oh, and that's where the angry vibe picture is that needs to go back down in the basement. Okay, and now we have our focused space here for focused activities. We've got the research station, the computer, no, not computer, the robot station thing. Does it tell me what this is? Oh, robotics workstation. Aha. The woodworking and artifacts and stuff. I want to put like crystals and stuff that need to be refined up there. I had fun making this, kind of decorating it. Here we have the gym. I had taken the mountain climbing, the climbing thing, whatever it's called, the climbing wall. I had taken it, for some reason I went from high walls to medium walls, and then I didn't want to change everything, so I put that down in the rec room. So it's kind of sparse in here right now. I need to add some. Here's another bathroom that I got off the gallery. I've just been throwing the paintings on the wall here for now. That's why those are there. This is a room for the boys. I copied this off of my Drifter Reboot House 2, the boys' room. And I just added to it with new stuff for, you know, two boys living in the same room. Hopefully I'll never have more than two boys again. Because they can't be heirs. And I love my boys, but it's kind of frustrating because I have to let them leave. So yeah, this is the boys' room. It goes out into this deck. The deck really doesn't have anything for kids, but I just like the way it looks. And then here's the girls' room. I copied this off of another one of my Drifter houses, but I don't know which one. I can't remember. I think it was like from a Drifter 1 or 2, because I've done Drifter 3 times, so it's an older room. I'm not sure which one it is. Anyway, so this is the girls' room. If I needed to add another bed, I would probably have to rearrange the whole thing, but hopefully we won't have more girls again. Let's see, what else is there? Okay, moving up, we've got like attics up here in the turret things. So I just stuck. Oh, I've just stuck all of the things that were previously in the inventory, all the decorations, so that it makes it a little bit. I can just like grab it, and, because I've got right now the live drag mod, Twisted Mech mod. Hopefully, it continues. I love live drag. Okay, so here's the house from the outside during the day so that we can actually see it. Oh, I didn't show you the greenhouse. I made it a little bit bigger than it used to be just to fit the size that I had. Not really for any other reason. And what I've been doing is I'll just look at it in summer, and if it's summer, I drag it into these boxes here, and vice versa. Look at outside the back. I need to redo the graveyard because we're going to end up having 11 graves for the 6th. Gosh. Redo. And I guess that's it. That's the house. I hope that you enjoyed this probably extremely long tour. It would have been longer if I did it the way that I originally wanted. And I'm looking forward to the next generation and seeing what happens with the Robinsons. We're going to university. Hooray. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.